G'day, I'm Yvonne from Pree Designs Papercrafting. Thanks for stopping by and having a look at my YouTube video. Today I'm going to show you card number 2 in my series of One Bundle 4 Ways, and for the month of August I'm showcasing the Rolling Waves bundle of products, which is from our March online exclusive product list. I'll flip the camera around and we'll get creating. Thank you. So just to recap, the Rolling Waves is from the March online exclusive. It comes in a bundle, or you can buy the product separately, whichever you choose. But I think if you're going to have one, you may as well have the other. This is my little sheet that I make up, just showcasing all the dies and which stamps go with the dies. And that's all of your dies there. And then of course we have the stamp set as well, which is there, which I've got on my sheets here. And you can see that it's quite well loved. So just a little recap. This was last week's card number 1. I did a little bit of clear embossing to try and bring in a little bit of a water look where the waves were crashing in on the sand. And now we're going to do card number 2. Right, so as always, I start off with an A5 thick basic white cardstock piece folded in half, and then my mat, I'm doing a white on white card. My mat is 14.3 by 10 centimetres. Right, so I'm going to emboss it with the lovely Stripes embossing folder, just to give it a little bit of interest and texture on the card mat. I'll be back in a moment. All right, so that is my embossed card. Oops, it's a little bit sticky in there. Just gives it a nice little bit of texture. And then around the top, I'm simply going to add some linen thread. And I'm going to attach that as I always attach my ribbon or this type of embellishment, whether it's some sort of a thread, baker's twine, linen thread, I always attach to the back, because then I can play with it and I can actually move it around the front if I'm not happy with where it's sitting. So just attach it, pull it a little bit tighter, and then attach it. Oh, stick my fingers to the work and then stick it down. Right, so that just makes a nice little bit of interest. Then I will put my greeting across the top, and I'll pull this bit in with my greeting over the top. But for the moment, I'm going to adhere that down with some dimensionals, but I can't find my Take My Pick tool, so I will have to use dimensionals with my fingers, which I very rarely ever do, because my Take My Pick tool, in fact, I don't have that particular one here today because I've got to find it. I've lost it. But my Take My Pick tool is fabulous because it makes it easy to take the paper, the dimensionals off the backing paper, and then the papers off the actual dimensionals. All right, so that is easy card base. Then I'm going to bring in a piece of vellum. Now, vellum is fabulous stuff. You can do so many things with it. I've just trimmed this because I'm actually going to die cut it with these 2 pieces, but I want to make it a little bit fancy. So I'm going to bring in some colours. Now I've got my blends, and this one is Azure Afternoon, and I am simply laying down some colour on my vellum, being careful when I put the lid on the ends that I don't damage the tips. So just bringing in colour, because I want this to resemble the ocean. All right, put the lid on that one. I want a little bit of dark, so I brought in Night of Navy. Just bring in that little bit of a darker colour. Doesn't matter if I go over the top a little bit, that is absolutely fine. And I want to cover the whole piece of vellum, just to make sure that all of my pieces, when I die cut, have got colour on them. And then I'm also going to bring in a little bit of green. Now, I'm not sure if this will be too dark, but I've chosen my shaded spruce. And, oops, nope, that's good. This gives it a nice little bit of green. And this is the light shaded spruce one that I'm using right now. This will just give it a nice little mix of colour when you go to the ocean, and it's turquoise and it's got a little bit of green in it. I'm very, very fortunate. I live not very far from the beach. And my grown-up now children were all surf lifesavers when they were young and learnt to look after themselves when they were playing around in the ocean and the beach. Now I want to put a little bit more of that's the Night of Navy, of the Azure Afternoon, the light one. So I'm just going to fill in. I've taken off the wrong cap. I'm just going to fill in that last little few bits here with the colour. Okay, so that's it. Now this technique is called alcohol ink, but with blends. I've made my own alcohol inks in the past and used a blending solution to move them around. That is a fabulous technique to play with, but this one is just a little bit easier, a little bit quicker. So now I'm using it's about a 90-95% alcohol. Get this from my local Bunnings store, and I'm just going to spray, and you can see what it does. It's like magic. If I lift that up, it'll give it a little bit of a run effect, but I do want a little bit of a run effect. I don't just want it to be splodges. So now it's just blending in. Now I'm going to leave it, and I will continue getting my card pieces done while that dries, and then I will dry it off with the heat tool. Move that out of the way. Oh, my workspace stinks of the alcohol, and it's not a great alcohol smell. I'm going to bring in some basic beige, some Azure Afternoon, and some basic white, and die cut my beach umbrella and my lovely shells. So I'll be back. All right, so here are all my die cuts from my pieces. Now I need to make up the beach umbrella. So this piece makes all these individual pieces, and this is your base for your beach umbrella. So I'm bringing in my silicone mat so I don't make a mess on my workplace, and so that nothing adheres in the wrong place. And I'm actually only going to use 2 of these pieces. I'm going to use the outside edge and just put down a little bit of Tombow glue if it wants to come out. I don't need a lot. You can see I'm just putting a tiny, now it's coming out, not coming out again. Tiny little bit on the edges. Now I feel like I've got a little bit too much on there. So if I flip that over and I put it down on the silicone mat, it will move the glue around to the piece and take off any excess that I've got so I don't get a mess, and it's smooshing out the edges. All right, so that's my first layer. Then I'm going to mist the next layer, and then I'm going to put the third layer in. So, and then I'll mist the center layer, and this gives you, you know, the stripes on a beach umbrella. To me, it's the blue and the white. That's the beach umbrella. That's just a classic. When I was growing up, though, we had a yellow and white one in the 70s and 60s and 80s. All right, so those bits can go in my stash for another day, and that's my beach umbrella made. Right, I'll go and see if my alcohol pieces are dry, actually, but while I wait for those, I might just put my dimensionals on the back of all of these pieces that give those bits a little bit longer, the alcohol a little bit longer to dry. And I'll get all these ready. All right, so those bits are ready. Okay, so now I'm back with my piece of artwork. This is your vellum, and it's dry. I did dry it off a little bit with the setting one on the heat tool. So every time you do this, it will work out completely different, which is the beauty of it. It's making alcohol technique with blends. So now I'm just going to go away and I'm going to die cut my wave pieces. Okay, so there's my waves. I just love that technique. Makes it look super, super cool. All right, so now we've got to put our card together. So in here, I'm going to put some little dots of glue, and then I'll touch it again to my silicone mat so that I get the main bits of glue off. In fact, I'm going to touch that to this bit because then it will take some of the excess glue off, because on vellum, you will often find that you can see your glue through the vellum. So if you use a sponge dauber or the little dauber things and just take off a lot of the excess glue, or as I'm doing here, I am dabbing it onto my silicone mat. So in the end, I am just going to be left with a very fine little bits of glue all across there. So that's what I want to achieve. And now when you see that I put that on the white, which is why I have white on white, it really makes it pop. Then I'm going to do the same with this second piece of vellum. Just touch it to my silicone mat so I can take off all of the excess glue, turn that around and then layer that on top of my first piece. I'm going to take it that little bit higher so that I get more of the waves going up, and then I've got all this lovely jagged edge across the bottom. And then I'm going to layer all my extra pieces on. I'm going to put my little beach umbrella over here and then layer all of my, oops, I've already taken the cover off that one, layer all of my lovely shells in place. And I'm not sure if I mentioned, but the shells I have die cut in basic beige, just so that it's not too bright, not too leery, and it brings in all of those beachy type tones. This one as well. Just taking off the backings, and then I'm just going to layer these. That one doesn't want to come off. Come on. It's only a tiny little piece of the dimensional, and then we'll leave those two pieces for my greeting. Now my greeting, I'm going to bring in my stamp set, and I'm going to use the Happy Birthday stamp. I'm going to stamp that in the blue azure and just stamp it on a little piece of scrap white. Flip it over, make sure that it's in camera view, and stamp it. And then I'm just going to, oopsie, should have moved my work out of the way. I'm just going to straight cut it. So just straight cut it and put a couple of little dimensionals on the back. I want to bring my strings together. So I'm going to adhere, I've already taken the papers off the dimensionals. I'm going to adhere my greeting over the top, not quite straight, which will help to hold that string where I want it. And then the final couple of little shell pieces are going to go with the greeting. Go down the bottom there. All right, so then I just need an envelope and insert. All right, so I have put the 3 little shells on the one block, and I'm just stamping across the bottom of the page to give a nice little bit of detail, and I'll do the same across the envelope. I'm stamping in basic beige just so that it's really nice and light, and then a little set on the back. Close up my ink pad, and then a little bit of adhesive on my insert. Now my insert, as always, is just a 1/4 sheet of copy paper cut down to 14.3 by 10 centimetres, and that just finishes it off. So that is card number 2 for my one bundle 4 ways, showcasing the rolling waves and then bringing back in card number 1. Stay tuned next week for card number 3. Thank you.